I absolutely love my iPhone 15 Pro, but I can't go caseless all the time. So today I'm going to show you my favorite minimal iPhone cases. I actually have 4. There's only 3 right here, and that's because you got to wait to see the last one because it's quickly become my favorite. First up is a case from a company called Borne. This is an Aramid fiber case. This is 600D Aramid fiber, which I don't really know what all that means other than I have another one that I'll show you here in a little bit. This one's a lot smoother, so I'm thinking it's some kind of density, like how tight they get the Aramid fiber on the case. So it feels really smooth. It does have the logo right here on the case. All these cases are MagSafe compatible, so you'll see right here it does have the MagSafe, which is just insane on such a thin case to actually have magnets inside of it. The case itself is 0.75 ounces in weight, and it's only 0.04 inches thick. So I have my iPhone, I'll go ahead and put it on for you. So the way I always do it is just kind of lock it in one side and then push in on the other. So fits really nice, really tight. Now, I do have a screen protector on this phone. You can kind of tell there's no like lay on the table design when you have a screen protector. There might be just a tad bit of a lay on the table design without a screen protector, but it would be very, very minimal if there was. But it feels great. It is still protective. I have dropped this case. I have a little ding right here in the case, but the screen protector and the phone were completely fine when it was dropped. So, but you can see the case took the brunt right there and it protected. There's no issues on the phone itself. Obviously, none of these cases are going to be providing much protection. Well, that's not true. The next one actually will, but it is still a nice case and just looks great on the iPhone. I mean, you can barely tell that you're holding anything. The corners are nice and rounded like the iPhone 15, so that's really nice as well. So it just feels really comfortable in the hand. This one comes in at $60, but if you use that link down below, you will get 15% off at checkout. So be sure to use that link. Now the second one I want to talk about, I just recently got this one. This is from a company called Rebel. And if you don't know anything about this company, it was started and founded by kind of an ex-YouTuber. He doesn't really post much anymore. His channel name was Everything Apple Pro, and he was known for like drop tests. So he would get all these cases and just drop them from insanely high heights. I mean, it was just crazy. Most of them did better than you would expect. He came out with his own case a few years ago now, and this is one of the first designs, but this is obviously the updated design of it. And this is the Rebel Frosted Flex. So now this is also one of the thicker cases, which, I mean, obviously it's still not very thick at all. This one comes in at 0.12 inches thick and weighs 1.5 ounces. So this one also has a little more weight to it. Now this part right here is customizable. It does have 4 screws and you can buy these individually. I believe they're about $12 to $15 if you want a different color. He sent me this case for free. Most of these cases that I've got have been free. Other than that last one, I actually paid full price for it. And like I said, it's one of my favorites. But I did replace this so it matched, and it matches the orange on the Ultra really, really well. So I really like that. This is one of the thicker cases and it does have the most protection probably from all of them, even though obviously the sides are completely exposed. The corners are fully protected and they also have this little gel in there. So that takes a lot of the impact if your phone drops and it drops on the corner. That's going to help your phone not take much of an impact, which is great. He's dropped these cases from, like I said, insanely high heights and they've survived. They've saved the iPhone's life. So this one is kind of just like a bottom to top, push it in, real easy to get in the case. Sides, like I said, are exposed, which makes it feel really thin and minimal. Even though this is one of the thicker cases that I have, it still doesn't feel that way just because those sides are completely exposed. So looks really great. The back is frosted. He does have multiple options with this. I asked for the frosted because I just think it looks really good. I like being able to see the Apple logo. And with the frosted, you don't have to really worry about fingerprints, where the clear, you will. And then he also has just like the carbon fiber backplate as well. Those you can't change after the fact. As far as I know, that's just set in stone, but it looks really good on the iPhone 15 Pro. And you do get full lay on the table support, because you can see right here, this has a decent amount, even with the screen protector on, there is still a decent amount of coverage. So I can pop this down, move it around with no concerns worrying about scratching up my screen or screen protector. The case does sell for $45 on his website, but I did find it on Amazon for under $40. So be sure both of those links are down below as well. And this is one of the cheapest cases, especially the Amazon price, that I have on this list, and definitely the most protective. Third up is another Aramid fiber case. This is from Pitaka. I don't know if they started the Aramid fiber, but they definitely made it popular. Trying to get, there's a design on this. It's kind of hard to tell, but I think you can see this is the oldest case that I've had as well. I've had this one pretty much since I got the 15 Pro, and I love the design. This is 1500D Aramid fiber, so there is more of a texture to this one. I'll grab the other one real quick. So if I scratch this one, you might be able to tell a difference right there. This one definitely has more of a texture to it. This is also the lightest case I'm showing off in this video. This one only comes in at 0.07 ounces, which is crazy. I mean, it's super lightweight. It's 0.05 inches thick, which means it's a 0.01 inch thick more than this one, which it really doesn't feel that way. So it's kind of interesting. I don't know, but it is also MagSafe compatible. Pitaka has been around forever, and they have all different kinds of designs. That's how they're kind of standing out now, is by doing designs on the case. Let me go ahead and put it on the phone. So it just snaps in just like the other one, snaps in real easy. And this one has protected the phone as well. Not this phone, but my son had it on his phone for a while, and he dropped it multiple times. So if you look right here, there's a mark there. There is a mark in this corner as well, right here. I mean, he's dropped it on all four corners, and he's not had his screen protector or anything happen with his phone during those falls. So it's surprisingly pretty protective for an iPhone. So this one does come in at the most. This one's $70 on Amazon, but you might be able to find some discounts and stuff like that. But I'll put the links down below to this one as well. And like I said, they have all these cool designs. So I really do love and enjoy this case, and it feels great in the hand as well. It doesn't have as much of a curve as the other Aramid fiber case, but the design kind of makes it stand out and makes it worth, because they have lighter designs as well. I just like this subtle little mountainscape. All right, last up, and the winner according to myself. This one, I don't even know if you can classify it as a case, but it is the magnetic leather back from Nomad. So Nomad's very popular with their leather cases, and this year they just outdid themselves, if you ask me, because I hate cases, but I love leather, and this thing is often, I mean, it's so thin. I mean, technically, like, it's 0.07 inches thick, and it weighs 1 ounce. So it's fairly hefty, probably because of the weight of the leather and then the plastic they had to use to wrap around it. It also has these like little stickers in the corner to actually stick and keep it even more secure, but it actually holds on by the MagSafe ring. So it's a very interesting design. Now, when you first get it, you do have these little plastic covers over the sticky part, and you don't have to remove them. It will hold on without, but I decided to remove them right away because this is going to be a case I'm going to be using. I'm going to be putting it on a car mount and all that kind of stuff. And I've done that. This is the case, other than the Pitaka, just because I've had the Pitaka more and my son's used it as well. This is probably the second most used case. I have to put that in quotes because obviously it's just a back plate. So, but really easy to install. You just kind of snap it on. Once you get it placed, if you have the little covers off, the little stickers, you can kind of just push in those areas and that sticks it on really, really well. I love the look. Obviously the leather is going to take a beating. You can tell right here all the beating that it's taken, and the MagSafe ring. If you use MagSafe, it's going to put a ring on your iPhone case. But to me, that's part of the enjoyment of using leather, is just to see how it ages. This thing was, you know, it gets darker with time as well. It was a little bit lighter than this when I first got it. Just look, it's so thin. There's like nothing. I mean, if you like having an iPhone that, you know, has no case on it, but you're worried about dropping, this gives you a little bit more of a grip because one, it's thicker, which is nice, but then also this texture of the back is definitely less slippery than just the bare iPhone. So it feels really good. This quickly became my favorite just because of the overall look. I mean, people will notice a case like this just because it's completely unique. I've not seen any other companies do anything like this with their cases. Nomad kind of just, in my opinion, they knocked it out of the park. Now, obviously, if you're worried about dropping your phone, this is not the case for you because there is no protection. There's obviously no lay on the table protection, no corner protection. I mean, basically just the back. And even then, like, I'm sure if you drop it from high enough, it's just not, you know, you're relying on the durability of the iPhone here as the protection for this. This is purely for looks and style, but they do really well with it. Now this case comes in, it comes in at $40. So it's really cool. You can use the link down below as well. It does help out the channel, but I did pay full price for this one. I didn't have to pay for shipping because there was a delay when I ordered mine for shipping. They had a mass, I guess, order process and back order. So I did get free shipping, but not because of the channel or making a video. They just did that because they felt bad that it was going to take me a little bit longer to get it, but it was very much worth the wait. I'd love to hear which of these four was your favorites, or if you have another one, let me know by commenting down below. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. God bless.